Bitcoin right now is testing a major support level, a major demand zone right here. Guys, could it be possible that we are going to see a massive liquidation cascade like we have been talking about, and that Bitcoin just dumps through the support and going to see lower levels? Is that a possibility? We are going to talk about that in today's video. We are going to have a look at the open interest. We are going to have a look at the funding rates. And yeah, I want to share my opinion about it, especially after what happened yesterday with this fake out. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for all of your engagement, all your support. That is truly appreciated. It's not always fun to go through these downwards trend in the price of Bitcoin. I understand that, but I appreciate you guys are still hanging out right here and that we are in this together with the community. So let me first quickly go over the things that we have been talking about yesterday. Okay, so yesterday, right before we got that fake out, I was actually already thinking, okay, we might get a potential breakout in the price of Bitcoin, right? We got some bullish divergences. We were testing the declining resistance over on the daily relative strength index, but clearly, we don't have any confirmations about this yet. So eventually we got rejected, but it doesn't mean that this signal isn't good for the future. No, this stays a very good signal, guys. If we can break above this level in the future right here, then that is also showing us unlocking a new bullish momentum. So that is just a sign we are not going to throw away off the table, right? We just saw a rejection yesterday. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. And let me bring out the chart right here. So what we could see, we got that breakout. This was also the trend line that I was watching. We got that breakout to the upside, but eventually we got a small pump and we got rejected at the horizontal resistance around 43,500. And afterwards we blow back in. We lost that trend line again, and we saw a further dump. This is actually looking quite bearish. Of course, there are a lot of sellers still in Bitcoin, and it's crazy that with that drop so far, guys, the funding rates are still positive, which basically means that we still haven't seen that flush. We are not yet seeing that flush of open interest, because what we are seeing with the open interest right now is still very high, which means that a lot of positions are open on Bitcoin, and a lot of those positions most likely have to become liquidated. Like I've explained in yesterday's video, the more positions, leverage positions that are open on Bitcoin, the more pressure there is on Bitcoin. And eventually that pressure will go express itself in volatility. It will shoot up or it will shoot down. And that depends on if there are more longs or shorts. So when there are more longs, which is right now the case, there is a higher probability of shooting down. So that pressure will push the price of Bitcoin down. I hope this is a bit understandable. But let me show you how that looks in the chart, okay? So what we can see right here, during this drop in the price of Bitcoin, we had a massive drop in the open interest, right? The green line right here is the open interest on Binance. But quite quickly after the drop, we can see the open interest start to increase again. And this is showing us that the sentiment actually is quite bullish, because this was most likely a period where a lot of people were opening long positions, including me. I was looking for long positions right here as well, which eventually led, that over bullish sentiment eventually led to not enough pain in the markets, so the price has to come down. But when the price is coming down right here, guys, we can see that the open interest is just slightly decreasing. And normally what we want to see with a bottom, we want to see that steep drop in open interest like we are seeing right here. We got a steep drop open interest. That was a temporary bottom. Right here we got a big drop in the open interest. That was the bottom right here. And then during the consolidation we can see that the open interest slightly is going back up. People are starting to position themselves into long positions. But right now, guys, it looks like it looks like we haven't seen that event yet. There's too many positions still open. Funding rate is positive. This is very very dangerous, because this can definitely trigger a huge sell-off in the Bitcoin price, because that could trigger a drop right here to search for the liquidations for all those long positions. But all those liquidations that can work like a domino effect. So that will mean that the price can just shoot quite quickly down, and maybe also get quite quickly bought up, like we have seen in March 2020. Let me quickly refresh your memory right here. We got a massive liquidation drop right here, and eventually we got quite quickly recovered, and actually quite quickly bought up. We hang around small time right here, and then we went into this uptrend, and it took only a couple of months till we were back at the same level. So it doesn't have to be a bearish thing, guys, to see that liquidation cascade happening. It doesn't have to be a bearish thing if we get bought up very, very quickly, and if we can see that the open interest is dropping together, most likely with a nice extreme reading on the negative funding rates. That would be awesome, guys. But yeah, it is important right here that we are seeing that quick recovery. If Bitcoin were to lose the horizontal level that we are testing right now, if we were to lose this box, which is roughly ending at 38,000, and we lose that decisively, that is just not looking good for Bitcoin. Then it will definitely take a way longer time for Bitcoin to recover. So if we want to see something, we want to see that flush quickly happening. We want to see something like this, quick flush, and then quickly getting bought up again. So which levels to watch and which date to watch? So first of all, I want to have a talk about the time. Time is very important. We got the price on a certain X, but time also on a certain X, right? Most of the time we analyze the price, but time here is also very important. And what we can see is that Bitcoin often has these 60-day cycles, and the next 60-day cycle, which could predict a bottom around that period in the Bitcoin price, would be around the first week of February. That is aligning with the Chinese New Year as well. I don't know if that can have any influence, but I was hearing about it here on the streets. Chinese New Year is also in the first week of February, and those tensions might work together right here. So that is something we're watching. I have a blue line right here on the chart. We will be watching this date around this period for a potential Bitcoin bottom. If we were to lose this level, 38K, and we were to see that liquidation cascade, that is going to be a big event, of course. That is it's gonna be very difficult to time the exact bottom, and you don't really want to time the exact bottom because it's just very dangerous. We can see Bitcoin just setting lower levels. So guys, when we are seeing that potential liquidation event happening right here, which levels to watch? Well, first of all, guys, we got an important level at 35,000, around 35,000 US dollars right here, slightly above, let's say 35,700. That is going to be an important level. And next to that, of course, is going to be we have right here at 32,500. It is an important level, and we have one at the bottom of the previous range right here, which is roughly maybe even slightly below 30,000 US dollars, like 29,500. These are the levels that I'm watching for that potential liquidation event that we could be seeing in the price of Bitcoin. And I think in either way we could visit all of those levels, right? We could even dip to the 30K levels with a really with a huge wick, of course. Is it the likelier scenario? I don't know, and I think you don't want to be predicting the exact bottom of such a event. There's a lot of things happening when we are seeing such a event. There's an extreme reading in the emotional sector, right? So there will be people that will be panic selling. There will be stop losses that will be triggered. There will be a lot of positions that will be liquidated, long positions that will be liquidated. So there is a lot of things happening, and it's actually impossible to predict the exact bottom. So what we basically want to see, we want to see something similar as in yeah, maybe as in March 2020, not this big of a drop, I would say. But yeah, something like this, where we have that huge drop, and then we have a extreme reading in the volume. That is also a very important sign if we have a look at previous times when Bitcoin bottomed. Let me show you right here. We got a huge reading in the volume. Right here we got a heavy reading in the volume. So far we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen that extreme reading in the volume. Another reason to think that we still gonna see that in the future. And so yeah, guys, this is a potential scenario, a huge warning to everybody, of course. Everybody who's in a long position, yeah, you should be very careful, because this is something that can play out right now, but this is also something that can bring a lot of opportunities right here. So if you are not trading with leverage, if you are trading on the spot market and you want to buy some cheap Bitcoin, I would definitely have my buy orders slightly above these levels to accumulate more Bitcoin for whenever Bitcoin is dumping into these regions. And I'm personally going to hunt for long positions as well, to open with leverage to bring with the next potential uptrend in the Bitcoin price. But yeah, for now, it's really important that you don't try to catch a falling knife, right? Don't try to catch the exact bottom. Don't try to catch a falling knife, because we can always see that wick going further due to all the things that are being triggered when Bitcoin is going to see that dump. But we might even see it in the coming days, guys. The 1st of February is, or the first week of February is approaching quite soon. We will be following it right here on the channel, and if anything is changing right here, I will update you guys as well. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. Always make sure to have the bell icon on, because it is possible that sometimes I will upload my videos at a different time, and YouTube is not always giving everybody the notification that I've uploaded my video. So even when I upload my videos on a different time, make sure to have that bell icon notification switched on, so at least you get that notification whenever I upload a new video. This is what I'm watching right now of Bitcoin. If you are interested in trading Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, maybe opening long positions after we are seeing that flush being happened, you can do that over on Bybit, VMix, over on PrimeXBT. And those are the exchanges that I'm using. Basically, I mainly use Bybit. Right now, if you sign up on Bybit using my affiliate link, you can get a 3.5% deposit bonus up to $4,100 and a 10% discount on your fees. On Bybit, you can trade Bitcoin and big variety of altcoins with leverage, but also on the spot market. You can stake your cryptocurrency. There are a lot of functionalities that you can use over there. VMix is quite similar, has just a little bit less options than Bybit, less volume than Bybit, but it's also it's also great for spot trading and leverage trading. And the PrimeXBT platform, they don't offer spot trading, they just have margin trading, but they offer some different functionalities like trading the regular financial markets, S&P 500, gold, silver, if you are interested in that. So for all the traders that are interested in that, you can find my affiliate links down below this video. If you want to learn more about what is going on in the crypto markets and how you can create your profitable trading strategy within these markets, I've made a cryptocurrency trading video course about that, which you can follow. Right now there is a $150 discount using the link down below in the description. Guys, be careful in this market. We are going to see most likely a lot of volatility coming in. So yeah, be prepared for that. Be careful. I wish every single one of you an awesome day today. And I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.